All right, we're back, and it's been several weeks, probably. I was talking to Ben about it, and I think we probably filmed the last one in early September, or just before September when dove season was going to start. It's into the second week now of October. You know, we've hunted Bella the last probably month, I would say. We didn't quite get a lot of hunting in early September just because of schedule, but we really haven't done anything formal. Training wise. So this Bella Be Good series is kind of like all of a sudden shut off, and we made a big push of posting a bunch of them to get them caught up, and then all of a sudden we kind of fell off of them. And it's not because, I guess it's not for any particular reason, it's just we really haven't filmed any sessions with her because we haven't really worked on any sessions with her specifically. With that being said, we've continued to use what we had, what we worked for and built up. I've been hunting her quite a bit. She's been on a few duck hunts. We filmed one of them as an episode, her first one. We've shot some ducks over her this last week, and every time we go, there's a little bit of improvement. One of the things that I cannot even begin to tell you how happy I am is her patience, her steadiness. I don't think twice about her. We never put her on a lead. We never tie her off or anything. She's steady as a rock. Comes from all this prep work we've done to get to this point. That's all really nice, because a lot of times I see young dogs struggle with that in the excitement of birds and calls and decoys and shots and all that stuff. Ben, me, and another buddy of ours were hunting last week, and right at light, I mean, it was a wood duck shoot and there were a lot of ducks flying, and we ended up, the three of us unloaded 9 shots right at opening. And I didn't think twice about Bella. We didn't knock a lot of birds down, unfortunately, but we got a lot of shooting in, and she did get some retrieves out of it. But so I've been super happy with that. Tons of work in the uplands with her. Her owner's not going to upland hunt her much, but I have, because I do a lot of it, and because it's a really good way for her to connect hunt to training to hunt. This whole first year with her is going to be transitional, and putting her on live birds has been a real unlocking of her natural inherent talent. It helps connect the dots whether we're hunting birds. It will help her with her tracking. She's tracked several crippled birds that we've shot. Grouse, Ben shot a grouse, saw it go down, marked it down. We brought her in and we let her hunt. I haven't even shared that yet. I still got it on my phone. She hunted the area, real dry, hard conditions in the afternoon. It was a little bit warmer. She hunted and hunted and hunted, and it took her, I think, 4 or 5 minutes. From where we thought the bird was, where Ben thought the bird was, to where she actually found it was about 50, 60 yards. So she tracked that bird that Ben thought didn't run. And so here it did. So it's a testament to the idea of the conservation tool that these dogs are. But it allowed her to put together some tracking stuff. Different than big game. She'd been on a track late season last year. She followed a deer that we knew was killed. We'll be doing that here in the next couple of weeks as we shoot a few does. Her maturity level has really come on in the last 4 to 6 weeks as well. I think a lot of it had to do with us taking the pressure off of training. We've backed way off. Now, the skills that we were working towards didn't get any better because we didn't really work on them. But just letting her grow up, having her have a chance to grow up, having her have a chance to connect the dots to the hunt, the value there has been great. We've had a lot of fun together. I've enjoyed her a lot early on here in the hunting season, which I think helps connect us even tighter. It helps us trust each other even more. Nowhere near as many little puppy-like episodes have I been seeing. So today, now literally I haven't trained with her formally like this for weeks now. So we're gonna go right back, because one of the things that I did notice has become a bit of an issue with me at times with her in the field is her responsiveness to the stop to the whistle when things are exciting. When there's a rap, multiple times now we've kicked out where we bird hunt. We're finding hares, snowshoe hares. So we are kicking these snowshoe hares out, and we don't shoot we don't shoot anything on the ground when we've got dogs hunting. So none of us are shooting these snowshoes as they go through well, we're kicking them out of popple slashings, but also when we get into some alders and get into some areas that would have woodcock in them, we're seeing these snowshoes go through. So as these dogs get on them, I don't have a problem with them getting birdie on them. I have a problem with them chasing. So several times I've had to single blast to the whistle, stop the dog, the rabbit runs off, dog stops, I recall the dogs, and we start hunting again. She has had a little bit of a struggle with being super, she's never chased, but she doesn't stop as crisp as I'd like. I had opportunities where I would have liked to have handled her on the water, couldn't handle her on the water, so I didn't even try because she's just not strong enough taking those casts yet. So we need to get back to that. That's something that we would continue to develop with her. So we're going to start out here today. I just want to see how we haven't done this for a long time, so I want to see how she picks up on it. We're going to do some very simple stuff. You're going to see, I hope you see, come on. I hope you see that the idea of her off lead work has become just real natural to her. I don't think twice about her. There have been a couple times where her range has gotten a little long on me when we're bird hunting. So in those cases, I have put her on heel, had her heel with me, and the other dogs are out quartering, and she has to heel at my side. And I mean, I've done it for a mile or more through the woods, which might take us close to an hour. And if she decides she wants to get out too far, I reel her in and she heels with me. And she's just right here. I've got a really good sense of feel for where she is. I have no issues with her off lead in a hunting condition or situation. So this looks very familiar. We've done this before. We just haven't done it in a long time, and I don't know how crisp she'll be. We're going back to something we haven't done in quite a while. Get out. Good. Good dog. Here. Hold right here. Right here. And quite honestly, she hasn't picked up a dummy in quite a while. That little lap right there I haven't seen that because we haven't done anything like this. So there's a lot of energy in her right now. So now I'm going to recognize that the next time she comes in. Good. Yeah. What I do like about her is she's pretty sporty about training. She can be, I should say. Yeah. I think before we kind of took this little break, I think she got almost bored with training, a little flat with training, a little bit turned off with training, because we were just doing it so much. And I think she got tired of that. And so I didn't see the excitement. I also think that the weather has changed greatly. And this is much more comfortable training. It's still a little warm today, but it's at 60 maybe at best. So now I've got two dummies for her to choose. She's looking at the one she just picked. She's looking at the one she just picked up. So I'm going to send her to the opposite. I need her eyes. Get out. Good. Good girl. Here. 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 Right here. So I'm going to firm up a little bit. You can see she's a little embarrassed by that. Here. Come on. Sit. There. There. Here. Here. Sit. Good. Dead. Dead. Good. And I do think that part of that excitement coming in right now is she's got a lot of energy. She's awful excited. These are short little runs. There's a lot of momentum real quick. I'm not even going to worry about it because I have seen zero issues in the field when it comes to the hunt. We're not seeing any of that stuff. It's a training thing that she exhibits a little bit, and we'll just be patient with it. Sit. Now again, dummy that we pitched out as the right hand cast, can't hardly see it. She won't be able to see it. So this is just going back to, okay, will you take a nice line for me? Again, I think it's These are very simple things, but we haven't done them in a long time. So we're gonna see where she's at with it as far as the retention part. Bella, Bella. Good girl. You see she ran pretty blind there. She didn't know it was there. She ran over the top of it. Easy, easy, easy. Sit, easy. Hold. That's just overexcitement. Right here. Come on. Come on. See how sporty she is? Come on. I don't want you on the side. I want you right here. Here. Sit. This is fun to her. She's a big kid right now playing this game. Good. Good. Now, let's take heel. Heel. So really, I mean, this is as much for me as it is her right now to see where she at as far as with retaining some of the stuff we haven't done for a while. That's that little bit of a delayed sit that's just not that crisp. But I'm almost testing her a little bit to see what is she doing well, what is she not doing well, and then we'll get a plan together of, all right, now we re-engage with some of this formal work. But the other thing you can tell, look at the difference in her body right now. She's really muscled out. She's leaned up a little bit too. She's lost some weight because we've been hunting her quite a bit. But she's really leaning out muscle-wise. Really growing up that way physically. Looks real good. I like the look of her. Come on. Good girl. Come on. There. Good girl. Yeah. So she knows that dummy's behind her. Zella. Hi, 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 hi. Come on. Good. Come on. Good. Little, again, there's that sloppiness. I know it's going to happen because I've seen it in the field. The crispness to the sit, to the stop and sit to the whistle isn't there. So this time I want to stop her a little sooner. I want to get a good crisp sit, reward her with her back cast. Zella, 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 Zella. Good. 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 Ah. Go back. Good girl. Good girl. You just saw how she just was eager to go, eager to go, eager to go, kind of anticipating it. I made her wait till I felt good about it. Sent her on it. Here, 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 right here. Just sloppy. Just a ton of energy. And again, I don't see any of that on the hunt. And so that's why I'm not that worried about it. Here. From a training perspective, she's got a lot of gusto right now. Here. I'm going to put a little distance in here. I'm going to stop her again going out. I want to send her, actually I want to send her to the, I want to send her as a right cast here. Ah, ah, ah. Get out. Get out. Good. Good girl. Good girl, now. Here, 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 here. Right here. Sit. Sit. Good. 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 Again, got to remember we haven't done anything like this in some time. Heel, heel. So let's heel, heel. Hey. Enough. Heel. So I want to take a dummy here. We're going to go back to a spot, you know, I haven't trained here in a while. The idea of being in this spot is kind of distant probably to her. Heel. Right here. Come on. Come on. Watch. That's a spot we've thrown a lot of dummies in before. Heel. But it's been a while. We're just going to set this up. One thing that is a little bit different is last time we were training in here, I think we trained those brassicas. There's turnips and radishes and different food plot there for the deer. Wasn't there, or maybe I just tilled it up probably. It was kind of bare dirt at the time. Now she's going to have to go through that, and that can act as a little bit of a wall, a little bit of a barrier. So I'm going to make a little circle memory around that, send her on it, and then probably be done for today. And so I don't know that there's any real surprises with me. I'm surprised a little bit at her delivery, how she's running past me, but I do think based on what it looks like to me is there's a whole lot of energy in her right now. And I'm not going to necessarily get on her about that, because prior to the break that we took, right here, prior to the break we took, her level of excitement about training was non-existent. She was really, really flat about it. So she's a little bit more into it right now. So I'm not gonna, I mean, you can bitch about them being flat, and then you can bitch about them about having too much excitement. At some point you gotta realize, you know what? Let's look at it as I think it's a good thing that she's got a little energy. The bad part of it is I deal with this little dog that runs past me, but I know that that's not an issue in the field. I've seen it plenty. Bella. Little bit it is going to create. Let's see if she works through it. Come on, come on, come on, here, right here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, that's a good girl. Here, 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 here. Come on, come on. Good. That was a hell of a lot to get back here. All this stuff to hunt. She's not sure if it's in there or not. You can tell she hit the wall, right? So, heel. Exactly what we wanted to see, how it worked. Heel. Bella. Bella. One left barrier. Now let's go back and let her come through both barriers. Good. Come on. Good. Come on. Good girl. Good girl, right here. A little sloppy hold. Let's fix that. Good. Good. Here. Right here. Also, you can see delivery gets a little nicer as she gets tired. Good. Good. Now, heel. Come on. Come here. Come on. Come on. Personality is really changing as she gets a little bit tired. Come on. Here. Come on. Here. Here. Watch. Watch. Heel. This time, heel. Come on. Heel. Right here. Come on. I don't have a lead on me, or I put one on her. Right. Get over here. All right, have it on her. Come on. Come on. Now I want to flip that last retrieve that she struggled on. I want to flip that right around. And the difference is this time, instead of doing a circle, we're just doing, you know, in hindsight, the way to do it would have been trailing memory first, do a circle second. I wanted to see how she handled that circle. She struggled to push through that wall. So let's flip it over and end it on something that she just should do real well with. The other thing too that I'm recognizing and realizing too is the difference between this session and what we've done in the field is there's so much that we compress into training. She's made more retrieves in this session than she's made in, you know, a long time in the field, as far as like hours. And so one of the things that she doesn't handle as well is when we start stacking a lot of stuff up on her in a real short window, 10, 15, 20-minute sessions. She probably would do a whole lot better performance-wise if we made the same amount of retrieves, but we did it over an hour, hour and a half of slowly working our way, doing things in between. And the nice part about it is that's how it actually happens when we're hunting. So she doesn't train as well as she hunts. Some dogs train better than they hunt. She doesn't train as well as she does in the field. I'd personally like that myself, but Bella. Now there's the reverse of what we did just now, and she handles it just fine. It's for multiple reasons. We set it up differently. She's already been through it all. Here. Right here. Here. Sit. Good. But again, when you don't do something for a long time and you come back to it, it's nowhere near as crisp. And so I do think there's this balance of I think we were doing better with her training every other day or every third day. I think we were getting better results than we were when we were training every day. And I think, you know, every other day or every third day is also better results than waiting every 6 weeks to train. You can't do that obviously either. But I have no issue with the last 5 or 6 weeks of not doing this formal training. I think it's the best thing we could have done with her. Does it extend her training a little bit overall in the big picture? I think it does. In the big picture, does it speed it up to get her to the point where I feel like she ultimately needs to be or wants to be? You know, some people call it finished. I don't ever call it finished, but to that degree, yeah, I think we get there quicker actually. So by slowing down, I think sometimes we speed things up in the big picture. So it's another, you know, it's a Bella series. This Bella series. It's been a long break. Today is just, let's see where we're at. Let's see what she's doing well. Let's see what she's not doing well. As far as getting her in the field and hunting her, she's about 75% usable right now. It's the 25% that holds us up is the more formal details, the things that we really need to do with her. That's the stuff that, when I look at her big picture of training, she's probably 75% complete. So I get 75% results in the field. I'll never have them 100% before I get them to the field. I don't think they need to be. We need to be able to get through the field without major issues when it comes to like safety stuff, steadiness stuff, enjoyment stuff. There's not a nicer dog in the blind than her. And so that's real important. You could have a dog that can run 400-yard blinds and handle off off doubles, triples, all these complicated setups. You could have a dog that does all that, but he doesn't sit still in the blind and he whines a little bit, and I don't want that dog with me. That's my personal, that's how I feel about it personally. So, you know, I weigh the idea of what's the most valuable stuff to me. Her personality and her blind manners to me are very important from a waterfall standpoint. Heel, heel. Her functionality from a game finding standpoint is really important to me. She's not failed or fallen short when it comes to that. I have a lot of confidence with her that she is methodical and slow enough and has enough work ethic, I'm going to call it, that when you, and just natural genetic ability, when you put her in an area and you tell her hunt dead, loss. Look at the response I get from her. As soon as I start to say that, loss. Look at her nose. So she understands, and she's held areas very well, and she's done a really nice job of rooting out some birds that without a dog we lose them. Without a good dog you lose them. It's the exact reason why we do what we do with them. They are a tool for sure. So that's not a bad session, not a great session. Don't expect it to be great coming back off of the kind of little break that we took. Heel. So we'll get back after it a little bit. We're not going to be training the way we would have in June, July, August, even March, April, May, because it is October and it will be November, and she's going to hunt a fair amount because we're going to take advantage of that. So it's going to start in on being a little bit of a mix between training and hunting, and again, it's hybrid training and transitioning from what we've done in the field to prepare to actually take advantage of it when we can from a hunting standpoint, hunting perspective. Today is the first day she's picked one of these up in over a month. She's had a lot of feathers in her mouth. She's had a lot of birds in her mouth. So it's interesting. It's interesting to see because we didn't know that hunting aspect of it until we got her in and hunted with her. I'm very, very pleased with the progress that we've got and continue to make with her. So that's it for now.